Have you ever seen a hot air balloon in the sky? It floats like a big bubble. But did you know that people weren't always able to fly in balloons? The first hot air balloon ride happened a long, long time ago. Two brothers from France, Joseph and Etienne Montgolfier, invented it. They experimented with paper bags filled with hot air. The hot air made the bags rise. Finally, they built a giant balloon made of fabric and paper. In 1783, they put a duck, a sheep, and a rooster in the basket. Can you imagine that? The animals became the first balloon passengers. The balloon flew for a short time and landed safely. Later that year, two men took a ride in a hot air balloon. This time, the balloon was tied to the ground with ropes. It was a huge event. People were amazed to see humans flying.
Let's learn about the parts of a hot air balloon. The biggest part is the envelope. It looks like a giant, colorful balloon. The envelope is made of strong fabric. Underneath the envelope is the basket. This is where the pilot and passengers stand. It's like a big wicker basket. The most important part is the burner. It's located above the basket and blasts hot air into the envelope. The burner uses special fuel to make the fire. The fuel is stored in big tanks, like really big propane tanks. They are connected to the burner with hoses.
Hot air balloons are different from dirigibles. Dirigibles are also called airships. They look like big, long balloons with engines. Dirigibles use helium to float. They have engines and propellers to move through the air. They can steer and control their direction. Hot air balloons, on the other hand, use hot air to rise. They don't have engines. The wind pushes them in different directions. The pilot can control the altitude of the balloon, but not the exact direction.
Section 4, up, up and away. How high can a hot air balloon go? Pretty high. They can fly thousands of feet in the air. That's higher than most buildings, but they don't go as high as airplanes. Hot air balloons need air to fly. The air is thinner at very high altitudes. How far can they travel? That depends on the wind. Some balloons have flown for hundreds of miles. The pilot can steer the balloon by finding different wind currents.
Section 5. Hot air balloon festivals. People love hot air balloons. There are special events called hot air balloon festivals. People gather to watch colorful balloons take flight. Imagine seeing dozens of balloons in the sky at once. Some balloons have special shapes, like animals or cartoon characters. At the festivals, you can see the balloons inflate. You can watch them take off and land. Some festivals even have balloon rides. Wouldn't it be amazing to soar above the crowds in a hot air balloon?